Now, not many people will notice this, but you, as one of the few people who watch what I do, you might have noticed that I haven't been posting much lately. Basically, nothing at all, right? Not here on YouTube, not on my Instagram, not on TikTok. I basically just didn't do anything. And in today's episode, we're gonna discuss why that is and whether or not it's gonna change. And it's gonna come to you in the form of a very long rant, since there's much to discuss and I'm gonna get sidetracked a lot. Pretty sure that's gonna happen. So, let's get into it. Why, Andy, do you not post anymore? Well, one of the reasons is obviously that I have a job now. I have a job where I actually work, which means I have less time, but that's also just an excuse. I could still do all the other stuff, but I also think my life got a little bit more boring, you know, because I can't do that much stuff anymore. Simply, like, priority of everything decreased because I'm now working a job. I want to go in there. Like, before I was making videos in order to grow an audience, right? I wanted to... How do I get there? I wanted to build something on YouTube. I wanted to have people be interested in what I do with the live looping and everything. And since I have the job, that just doesn't have priority anymore, right? And now I just don't do it, right? So that's probably gonna be the main reason why I stopped posting. Habit. I just got in the habit of not doing it anymore, and as soon as you don't do it for a certain amount of time, you don't even think about doing it anymore at all, right? So probably that's gonna be the main reason. Also, the things that I do now are just not as, I don't want to say interesting. Okay, I'll give you another example. I spend a lot more time now with crypto stuff, and the crypto community I judge to be toxic. Not all of it, of course, but like in comparison with other communities that I've been part of, for instance, Not Fateria, or also the live looping people who come check out my videos and ask questions about the RC505. I usually have a very good feeling with them, like I want to help them because they want to learn. But with crypto, so many people just are in that space in order to make money, and that kind of translates to a lot of people being rude. And when somebody texts me for help on some whatever project, I usually feel like, I don't want to help you. I'm like, no, no, I don't, nah, right? Of course, there are really nice people as well. Ave, for instance, I got that for free. There are great people in the crypto community. Sam Bankman-Fried, Stani, it's a field where I see a lot of opportunity, but that also brings with it a lot of people who take advantage of that opportunity. Like, there's those who try to build actually great stuff, and then there's those who try to capitalize on the euphoria that exists around that space. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm also in it for the money, partly. But also, I kind of find it super interesting what we can do, and I think, like, especially when it comes to gaming, crypto or blockchain is gonna be a game changer. Because the reason why I stopped playing computer games, back in the days, I used to play a lot of computer games. Like when I was still in school, like that was like my main hobby. Computer games, yes, definitely. But then the transition went from local games to multiplayer online games. And I could not get myself to play World of Warcraft simply because I don't have any control over it. Like with my local games, I can save my state and I can load it back up and I'm gonna start where I left off. But in this massive online world, the servers hold all that information, and if the servers turn off, then well, I'm screwed basically, right? So I didn't like that. I didn't like that concept, but blockchain could get that back to me with NFT technology and everything in game being an asset on the blockchain. That could get me back into gaming. I'm not saying I want to get back into gaming because it's gonna cost me a lot of time, but projects like Star Atlas really sound promising. I'm like, that could really be really cool. Anyhow, sidetracked. So how did I get here? Crypto, right? So I do a lot of crypto, and because I judge the community to be not so nice, I don't want to push that aspect, right? Because I could make a lot more videos on Solana, on Mina, on all the things I find interesting around blockchain, but I kind of don't want to because you're still recording. That's good. The responses I get there is, I'd have to put in a lot of effort to go through. I just don't feel like that. I don't think that's a nice space to develop a community. So that's why I created a second Discord server to get those people there and not interfere with my main Discord server, which is only partly working well. By which I mean it's not working well at all. But anyhow, yeah. I want to build a community around live looping though, and I definitely want to continue doing that. I have videos lined up, like so many. But yeah, I also don't do much since I'm working, but there is stuff happening. Next week is gonna be more interesting because I'm gonna go to Fuking, just because I want to go there. And I'm gonna definitely make a video there. Also, today's the last day, actually. I have to say goodbye to this area. Today's the last day of me being here in Klagenfurt. Soon, and by that I mean tomorrow, I will take the car to Vienna. So I still gotta pack today. And all the clothes and stuff into the car, and then we go to Vienna. Because we're gonna move to Vienna. That's actually happening tomorrow. Tomorrow I get the key to the flat. Yes, I got a flat, in case I never mentioned that. Got myself a flat in the 18th, and yeah, we're gonna move there, and it's hopefully gonna be good. Otherwise, we change plans again. But yeah, anyhow, we're gonna move there, and that's happening tomorrow. And then on the weekend there's an ultimate tournament, which I'm also really looking forward to. First time playing with Zombies Ultimate, a team in Vienna that I joined to play a little bit more Ultimate, to get some sports done in Vienna. And yeah, that's hopefully gonna be cool. Then after that I'll go to Munich for one day, for reasons that I don't want to discuss, but that's already a good segue to the next issue I have with making videos right now. There are just some things that I don't want to discuss. And usually I'm the person, I talk about everything, I don't care. Like, I want to share everything with you, right? But there are reasons why I shouldn't. And those reasons, yet again, come back to work. And the kind of work that I do. See, I'm going to be teaching at the University of Applied Sciences, Technicum Vienna. And that means I'm gonna have students. And eventually they're gonna find that channel or all of my stuff online. There's just someone is gonna find that with my name. Somebody just puts my name into Google. They'll find something, and then I link to everything. And then they find everything. And then they're gonna share it with their student friends. So I should not say anything here that they can use against me. Which, I mean, try me. Try. You can, I mean, if you want to, you'll find a lot of stuff that you can use against me if you really want to. But I'm a bit conscious about sharing stuff when it comes to teaching publicly, since I'm not afraid, but I think students would capitalize on that. So let's assume I teach, because I mean I don't have any like training, and I took that job, and now they say, yo, and mid-September you start teaching, and I never even saw a lesson at NFH before. I've never been to one. So basically I have not the slightest idea. So I'm just gonna go in there and wing it. Now, I don't know how confident I'm gonna be with that, because I also feel young. I'm more identified as a student than as a teacher, yet maybe that's also gonna come. And see, all those things, even what I say now, they might use against me. Or not. Maybe I relate to them, maybe they relate to me better, who knows. But anyhow, so if I really struggle with teaching, if my first teaching experience is gonna be like, oh, that was tough, blah, 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 then I don't think I would post that. Not because I don't want to share it, but because if my students know that, then it's gonna get even worse for me, you know? I don't think I'm gonna have confidence issues though, but yeah, that's just another thing where I'm thinking, you know, maybe I shouldn't do the daily vlogs and talk about everything. But also I kind of like those daily vlogs. They keep me engaged and they keep me, I don't know, active. If I wouldn't make that video, I wouldn't have gone for a walk today, and I would have just sat in front of the computer watching YouTube videos and whatever. So that's good. And you know what, why not? I'll challenge myself for the next week. I'm gonna do daily videos again, just because I can. And then we see where it goes, because the next week is gonna be a little bit more interesting than the previous few weeks, because nothing really happened in the previous few weeks, really. Not that I remember. No. But the next week, as I said, tomorrow we're gonna move to Vienna. Then we're gonna play a tournament. So yeah, challenge accepted. For the next week we're gonna do daily vlogs again. Just to have a little bit of an archive. And then I don't start teaching yet. And I'm definitely gonna make videos on the whole teaching aspect. Maybe just not as live, like as real time, as like anyhow. See, I also didn't even do live streams anymore. Why not? I don't know. Because I didn't feel like it. Why did I not feel like it? I don't know. It's just not a priority anymore. But I do have a date. Actually, I never announced that. October 17th, I think, will be my first show date in Vienna. It's like gonna be a Sunday, simply because I couldn't make those Sundays where they were free, the loop, in September. So we're gonna do that in October. Anyhow, there's so much interesting stuff lined up for Vienna, and I'm gonna start teaching, and it's gonna be great. And I keep you updated, just maybe with a little bit of a lag. Yeah, anyhow, so that has been me ranting for 15 minutes. Holy shit. And I guess that's enough. So yeah, now you know. Now you're in the nose to why I haven't been posting, and why I will post for the next week. But we'll see. We'll see how much longer. Anyhow, I don't think that this rant is in any way helpful for you. It was helpful for me, just to get those thoughts out. Because you need to be reflective. You need to look at what you do and why you do stuff and why you stop doing stuff. Because I know that I like to do this. I know that I like making videos. So when I stop making them, there must be something wrong. There must be something... Because I didn't have a proper reason to stop. Like, there was no... I can now argue, now in retrospect, I can argue it was probably that, and then I just forgot about it, and then I never got back into it. But I got to reflect and think, hey, do I want to get back into it? And my answer is now, yes, I do want to get back into it, so let's make daily vlogs again for the next week and see how we like it. So I guess, I'll see you tomorrow. Freedom and health, make it back up, whatever. Catchphrase. Sha-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la. Shut up, Andy. And click on other videos. Or not. Oh, damn, now I need to do an end screen. God damn, this is work. Andy, why? Effort. Ugh. Well, see you tomorrow.